All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99 back again with another one, y'all. It's fight week, so I wanted to talk about these fighters a little bit more here. But just looking at all these interviews, Rocky, Pena, and now Kayla Harrison. One of the questions that comes up about Kayla Harrison, her whole move to the UFC now, her making this storm, and her being the next champion to reign. One of the questions we all have to ask, because she's here now in the UFC, is, will Kayla Harrison be able to coax Amanda Nunes out of retirement? Is her whole game plan going to work? Because that seems to be her whole deal right now. Kayla Harrison came in at the right time. She wanted to win the belt and get this big fight with Amanda Nunes. Get Amanda Nunes out of retirement and defend her belt against her, right? And maybe just kind of ride off in the sunset after that. Well, the question is, does she have enough power, and can she get Amanda Nunes to come out of retirement? Well, first off, I have to say, I don't think so. I don't think Kayla Harrison has enough power, or I don't think she's interesting enough for Amanda Nunes to come out. I'm hoping that Amanda feels that way. But yeah, I don't think that Kayla Harrison has enough interest for Amanda to come out of retirement. The thing is, I think the UFC has enough money to make Amanda Nunes come out of retirement. All right. And we all know money makes people do crazy things. So if anything, if Kayla Harrison was to get a fight with Amanda Nunes, the UFC may have to make it interesting for Amanda Nunes to come out and fight Kayla Harrison. That's how I think it is. Because right now, Kayla Harrison, I think alone, without Amanda on her resume, she still has the ability to go down as a solid fighter. Maybe not the best or the greatest fighter, but she'll go down as, a good, strong, tough champion, possibly, as long as she's able to kind of find her own way. But in a way, I don't think that's enough for her, which is kind of a different talk in itself. But I don't think that's enough for Kayla Harrison. I think she's just like all the other champions, where we talked about the other day, where some champions have to, well, most champions are narcissists. You know what I mean? Like, I'm reading a book on narcissism now, and, you do see a lot of narcissistic characteristics in a lot of fighters, a lot of champions, especially the champions, because that's how they separate themselves from other people. There has to be a level of ice coldness and cutthroat in them where they don't care about other people, and it's about self-preservation, right? So I think that, with Kayla Harrison, going down as just a good fighter, just going down as a fighter who signed to the UFC, just going down as a fighter who signed to the UFC and became a bantamweight champion here against the champion, whoever's going to be Saturday night, Pennington or Pena, I don't think that's enough for her, especially in the way that the division is right now. Like, she could win the belt, maybe defend it a few times against some of these girls. It'll go down like, okay, she got the belt, defended it, cool. But it won't have the same ring for her, because she knows that the fans won't see it as the same, So that Amanda fight is really, really important to her, I think at one point, the Chris Cyborg fight, of course, to the fans, we understood the significance of it. And I think there was part of her that knew the significance of it, but I don't think she felt she was in that right place at the right time to fight Chris, So instead, she came to the UFC and said, I know Amanda a little bit better, so let me fight Amanda. Let's try to get this Amanda fight going. And I think she knows, she, of course, only Kayla knows. Kayla has a plan. Kayla has a plan. It wasn't just to come to the UFC now and rule this particular bantamweight division. She needs that Amanda fight. I think she knows that it'll always be questioned who the better champion is if she just beats Pena or Rocky and then just fights against a lot of the girls that Amanda already beat, right? So she wants to make it a little bit more interesting, and she wants to do like a battle of the GOAT and pull Amanda out of retirement and go from there and just lock that fight in. So it's more Kayla Harrison who needs Amanda, of course. Amanda doesn't need her. That's why I say Kayla doesn't have that power to just say, I want that fight, and maybe you even hit Amanda up a bunch of times on social media, you know, even in the most friendly way or even the most competitive way. I think she could bug Amanda all day, but Amanda won't come out of retirement just to fight her, because Amanda already knows what she's capable of doing. You know, if you heard the stories about the gym and everything at Top Team, you know, if you heard all of those before, right? So I think Kayla Harrison already knows that power is not in her power. So she's going to take it to the UFC to say, hey, I really want this fight. Y'all got to pay her, you know. And even Dana's going to be like, I think this fight looks interesting. The better Kayla looks, you know, against Ketlen Vieira, and then if she thrashes Pennington winner, I need something to build this division back up. So Kayla's got the belt. I'm going to call up Amanda, you know. So he's got his own dealings behind the board. You know, he's got his own dealings behind the curtains now. So he already knows what he's doing. So it all comes down to the matchmakers in the UFC and Dana in general to say, oh, okay, you know, Amanda, how you doing? You know, Kayla's got this belt. You want to fight her? And if she just says no right off top, they'll be like, well, how much is it going to take? What about this number right here? 3 million, 4 million. You know what I mean? Like whatever Amanda Nunes' last payday high was, like Irene Aldana fight or the Pena fights, if it was like 1.2 million, I think they might double or triple it for Amanda to come out. So that's what would bring Amanda out, I think. You know, that's the power that's going to get her the fight, not just Kayla Harrison in particular, you know, not just Kayla Harrison as a fighter. Because for Amanda Nunes, Kayla Harrison is nothing. You know, Kayla Harrison just another young, hungry fighter, you know, good, going to win the belt, and she's just going to be another champion, you know. They're going to keep coming. You know, they try to do that to Floyd Mayweather. You know, Floyd Mayweather retired undefeated. He's doing those crappy exhibitions now, you know, but he's not going to come back to fight Crawford or Spence or all these other guys who were ever champion at the time, you know, because they're just going to keep coming. Every time somebody comes along that looks like a monster, they're going to try to pull you out of retirement, right? So sometimes you got to call the shots. But if they put enough money on the table, I think she might come out of retirement. Not saying I want her to, but I think that's where the power comes from. I don't think it's Kayla alone that could just coax Amanda out of retirement to make that fight, because deep down, Amanda already knows who the best fighter is and who the proven fighter already is. All right? So, guys, let me know in the comment section what y'all think. Can Kayla coax Amanda out of retirement? Does she have the power, or will it just be them ducats from the UFC that'll pull Amanda out? What do y'all think, guys? Combo Breaker 99. This WMMA Talk. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.